Tracer. I haven't seen much
Does Razor
success
still
from
fight
campers.
that well enough? Like when you got to go underneath the toxin, like is it still a happy place to be as a Razor, far for the other? Because you know you're going to get more than 2 jumps on this lane.
And it's also just like, you know, 3 Fairy Fires in terms of commitment. You never really know when you're going to win that trade. Like chasing the techies and he's starting to regen back up. The axe is rotating over. Maybe it doesn't make you want to like commit for something.
Yep. Man, Ignat's trying to stand his ground against this. He missed on the sentry ward. He thought the observe ward was going to be in the lane. But it's a little bit off target. Blast off. That should be enough for first blood. Fairy Fires versus Fairy Fires. You've still got the Battle Hunger doing his tick. Zayak, he's got some distance, but too much distance.
Nice. That's another sentry. Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Level 2 enchantress. That's a sad world.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Actually, kind of needed that sentry, right?
It's kind of cool that there's like a punishment for doing it, though. Like yeah, you get the guaranteed grab, but you know you're not gonna get a secondary D ward.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh, there goes Tangos and Clarity. God, no one's done so much work again, Lightless.
Yeah, it makes sense though because of the level 2.
Oh, yeah. Ignat. Well, you can look for it as much as you want. Oh, blast off! It's gonna connect. That's got such a huge spill radius.
Killed.
Same
that must
time,
have been right on the edge. It's only, I say only 400. That felt like exactly 400 or something.
Yeah. That's fine. Enchantress already back up to full health. Ready to move around and have some more influence. While Zayak's doing the double stack.
25-7 to the 19-3 though. Considered a 1 victory there for no one, at least by the time they hit level 6. Unfortunately,
3 euros. Wrap around him. He wants to get the Decrepify blast off. Winter Wyvern's coming in too. Lightless doing as much damage as possible with the split. They actually had the damage to kill the Viper. There's no extra protection, however, to save no one. Inu is giving up his life as well now, so a little extra support. Doesn't have a lot of push power, but when Decrepify happens and you get a blast off, that's going to be a little too far. Oh, it's still in range. Of course it's still in range. Able to connect and then Decrepify into Drain. Courier's coming underneath Tower of Winter Wyvern. That thing's dead.
Has been killed.
well, I got the items first at the very least.
It's how they originally were, though. Like in Source 1, I believe, they worked that way. Oh god, with the blast. Oh, goodbye, Enchantress. Get a little extra help to help him out. Blast off is available, but no one's in pretty damn deep. And Zayak, well, he started the wiggle. No one wants to go for the drain, and nope, not going to happen.
Yeah, I'd already used the Fade Bolt. This time it's going to be lacking in left front.
No one's got it as well, but this is great observer while this is planted. It's had a pretty long duration so far, but it's watching Zayak like a hawk. So he's going to go for the jump, but Decrepify up and running. Oh, the damage! 21 HP, Viper down to 11. He'll survive through this. And it's actually Techies who's the one who dies. Pugna wants to go for his own drain. Eknut and James working together to kite out the Pugna. But now Phantom Lancer will arrive. Doppelganger's down, so we can actually Phantom Rush. Not exactly the best one for that. But to Decrepify, into Blast, into Lance. A lot of spill damage, and he will Phantom Rush underneath the Tier 2 tower and the Fade Bolt to find the kill.
It's so good. Even gets the haste rune now, too, yeah.
I'll look to keep that pressure up. Decrepify, Blast, bring attention towards the mid lane. Axe is having all this time on top lane to finish both Vanguard and now work towards the Blink. It just keeps going again and again and again. You asked what the answer was. Viper. This feels like a pretty good answer.
Yeah, this is nice. I can definitely.
How many sentry wards? Has Eknar like bought like I think like 7, maybe 8 sentry wards? And the Necro books from Beastmaster are trying to steal. I got like get rid of all of the mines, but it also blew up on Beastmaster's face, so they'll find the kill there. Viper's already gone, and once again, Decrepify, now the Axe Culling Blade. Oh. Never even got a roar off. Never actually had initiation. And now you'll see what the answer is to a Spectre. Wait for it. He wanted the call. Now Decrepify, Drain, and Smiling Knight. Too easy with a Culling Blade. In fact, like death is the easiest way to get full life again. But like he doesn't even get like the early Tranquil boots. You can easily get like Soul Ring and Tranquil boots, which just give you never-ending sustain to plant whatever the hell you want.
Isn't there like sometimes with techies, even with the best techies, you are going to wind up in fights where you're outnumbered, right? Because you're playing on the other side of the map. As that was another easy one for no one. Tangos is also pretty sick for this hero. That'd be another one I would highly request. Oh, hey. She's dead, guys.
Oh, you knew it was a kill cam. The funny thing is, though, like, this isn't the first time Zyke is in that exact camp position. Like, you gotta look at it like wards. No one's easily able just to soak out Eknite. VP hit perfectly on the scan. They know exactly where Empire is moving, even under the cover of smoke. So Wyvern comes forward. They'd love to get control on him, but the Netherward already down from no one, and they just suck, destroying the Rubik. Curse is there to control the Viper, isolating him up. And what does Beastmaster want to do? He's got Roar available, but if he comes in closer for that, he'll just end up dying. So he stopped, defarmed, and now someone else can die. Eknite appears to be that exact candidate. While no one has managed to track down the Beastmaster again with this drain control, blinks off cooldown. They'll get the core, so say goodbye to Mastery. A triple kill for Resolution in the bank. And then look for another kill. He's actually claritying up, so he's able to get the next blink out. But yeah, Eknite, tier 2 tower, Crepify drain, and Resolution gets the kill thanks to Battle Hunger tick. So he's halfway to Blade Mail, while both Spectre as well as Beastmaster were trying to do this level 1 Necro book kind of approach. So Smiling Knight's Radiance is nowhere near anything. At least he can get rid of Red Mines.
Value. Oh my god, he's done it again. That's really the answer and why it makes this so hard. Because usually you want to wait for that high ground that gets forced with bad heroes, and they have a Pugna, so that time's not coming.
Yeah, they push even harder, and now the curse is on Mastery, keeping Viper nearby, and now Resolution looking for his own call. Dunk 1, dunk 2. And even a blast off from downtown. This is now the real NBA. And Spectre wants to get the hell out of here, but there's just nowhere to go. Actually blocked in by the Necro books, and they can't even fight it. Just GG it. It's done. 17 minutes and 12 seconds. Game 1 is...
The tower hitting is still relatively weak, but they have a lot of sustain, so it's kind of one of those things where, yeah, sure, we don't hit it that fast, but what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Probably not going to see many rotations here, but Lightless should not go down in this lane.
The most entertaining battle has actually been top lane. Like this Mirana versus Enchantress. But now you got the mana burn set of Bash. He actually leaps forward for this. Arrows available. And that's going to be a bit of a wide ball.
That was pretty bold.
Solo has got Fairy Fire. James has Fairy Fire. You've got 3 seconds before the burn's back up again. He's got 2 leaps available. And Enchant, burn. He doesn't have leap available anymore. James goes high ground. And the last hit from the set of Mind Stealer. Crunch the numbers quickly. How much have we got?
Hours.
Just cutting right past the lifesteal, though. Not even going to try and bother with Smiling Knight. He's got 6 tangos still left here, so he's very happy with the situation. The pick working out in that regard, but the problem will be, will Resolution take...
Oh my god, have they got enough damage here? Oh, the arrow creates space, but not enough. ILTW. He's actually living. Nope. James. James. Another leap forward. He's going to get it. Okay. Worth it. Value was created here. He'll lose his life, however. He doesn't have a... Well, he has a salve. He has a regen. They're going to come under the tower. Solo really wants this. James won't lose anything.
That's nice. And Solo's even backing off a little here, so James is still getting some XP right now. All right, very impressive. Meanwhile, back down bottom.
Radiant structures.
You know what? You just Resolution. Are they going to fortify? His Firefly's wearing off in a second. Has he got enough damage to finish that? No, he doesn't. He'll have to take the entire wave with him.
Right now?
Yeah, when the Bramble connects.
He's constantly annoying to walk around in game versus either Techie's Mines or Brambles. Science says he's got a thing he likes. Oh, it brings the wave back over. Yeah, I know they ruined that last Firefly, but
we've got a double stack on the side as well to work with. Let's just start pulling that over. Meanwhile, Beastmaster on top lane.
Then Beastmaster die. Who cares?
We're gonna leap available from James. Like let's see if he wants to go again. I guess not against the sprites of Solo. Or is that no one?
Easy tag back and just heading out. Up top, the stolen
Beastmaster's
board.
in trouble.
Yeah, that hurts.
He's gonna have an extra ball, but Sleight of Fist not even required just yet unless he goes back under the tower. Now he'll do it. Fall on Alpha Wolf camp. It looks like you're trying to stack,
is under attack.
But not quite. Now, Curse Crown on Dragon Knight. Support's arriving from the form of the Enchantress. They get the stun, the arrow, taking out the Hellbears. They won't have that to work with, but and that containing area. Lila's trying to keep the run going. Solo's sticking with him, and they got a hell of a lot of damage to come in from the Dark Willow. No one has the Reaper Sight too. They're dropping low enough. They need to get in range, and now the Reaper Sight will arrive. Body block him up for the perfect timing. Curse Crown. James can leap back to safety. The tier 1 tower.
To save his DK, but yeah, the equal plays from the side of Virtus.pro too. Oh, top lane, another dive in here. A little low on mana on LTW, but can probably finish this with Solo's help.
Just take those balls. They fired it. They turned on their master. And Grimstroke will also arrive, but the ball will keep the slow going too, and he's still got the flame gun up and running. Eknar's trying to get the swell off in time, but it won't work.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Double TP's back up here as well. They're going to try and hold this with the DKs. The tower gets low. Nice arrow.
Yep, they got Dragon Tail Stun as well, so Solo will end up falling, but ILTW is now returned back up to full. Zyg's helping out with the Bramble. Spirit committal forward. Now it's your turn to die, James. Adding his only second death for the game.
Yeah, the moment that stun gets thrown, he's like, yeah, I'm in. Now you've used that on the Ench. I'm good to go.
And what does no one do? Mastery's here in the mid lane. Well, this feels like a lot better lane for a Necro who's nice high level. Mastery already has to Salvan Tango.
To maybe pull this off or something. I mean, obviously you don't want axes at this point, but he doesn't really have a play versus this at the moment.
Mastery comes up. Curse Crown for the initial stun. Like, Lilas is watching underneath the observer ward. It's like, I don't know if I'm meant to help here or not. Now the arrow, long range stun, but it got tanked. Mr. President's there. It's going to be the Dark Willow giving the extra time for no one to complete his CPR. No! You get the pop from Lifestealer. Just enough damage to finish the job, but they're underneath the Firefly. They're stacked up. Another stun on Lilas, keeping your distance, but ILTW working hard to get the damage output. Another arrow. This one threads the needle between all the Virtus.pro players. ILTW is having his 1-on-2 battle underneath the tier 2 tower against a level 2 Grimstroke. Not even 9 minutes into this game. It feels pretty good to fight. Same thing for the Lifestealer against an Enchantress. One charges, gives some extra time for Soul to survive. He'll get the sprites out too and keep the run going. And Smiling Knight, you wonder just how long he wants to keep the chase going. Both heroes he has issues killing. But Rage is off cooldown, so he can have another crack at Soul if he wants.
I think if you're on the side of Empire. Now ILTW continuing his wrath in the mid lane.
Oh, they found the Ember Spirit. Actually, who found who? You say it's ILTW continuing his wrath. I mean, Eknar can give the extra stun. ILTW. A quick slide of fist. He's not even going to use his spirit just yet. Goes up to the camp on the high ground. And all this fight happening, normally it's meant to happen around runes, but it's happening around the tier 1 tower 10 minutes in. Moonlight Shadow, Empire, stay hidden for the moment. Roar is there, arrow follow up, all connecting into no one. Sol is trying to give him the sprite heal, give him anything he can and no one. Now I get the real heal out with the Reaper Sight. Eknar's barely able to survive through this, but VP do survive, and now the ones heavily initiated on. What has Empire still got up in the tank? They got enough to kill off Mastery. Zyke will probably lose his life for this one, but Lasso is now here for resolution. And sure, the DK will fall. Smiling Knight now surrounded by 4 different heroes. He can range and move down, looking for a rebuttal kill onto resolution, which they're able to do with the help of the tier 1 tower. Is there more help? Is there more stun? Sleight of Fist Searing Chains now off cooldown. It connects on James, but they don't want to follow through. Not this far.
Oh, that arrow was so close, but I guess at least getting Solo.
Yep. Ember Spirit, now back in the fight. Searing Chains. Eknard, have you actually got Solo? Have you actually got him? Eknard's already fallen down.
Crazy that he just tanked a like face arrow like in the middle of 2 and was able to survive.
Oh, Mastery. I feel so sorry for this guy. Just
put out, and every single time it's just hurting them more and more as they bring more rotations that don't succeed. And now there's another instance where they're getting backstabbed, although they have 2 cores under tower.
Yep. Well, DK, Reaper Sight does enough damage thanks to Zayak's just isolated hits. They're trying to move away as their sentry is their detection. Grimstroke on 180 HP, trying to move away from the Necro, but he can't even do that. No one's found that kill. At least Ember is something Empire gets out of this fight. And James, please take him away. Infest and run. Mastery gets to complete his own TP out.
He's coming through. There's just like no way, right? Like, how are you meant to bring this guy down? Rezo gonna find mastery here. Does not have roar. There's no lasso, but he's a pretty speedy guy on this bat.
You've got flame break. And some pretty big balls that last attack. Really, Willow?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, Rezo was just fighting. He's like, oh, suddenly lost all my HP to a necro kill.
He's already used rage. There's no more protection. There's a spirit forward to the Searing Chains. Arrow tanked up by Necrophos. There's still got so much more heal available too. And the Curse Crown, Smiling Eyes trying to move himself back towards his own tier 3 tower. He is the primary target. They're here for. They want that life stealer dead. They just can't get the damage in. They'll take Lightless because, sure, it's a DK. Not that difficult to kill, right? As Eknan also goes under his tier 3 tower. Damn. Pro turned full-time caster. Oh, hello, Smoke. Observer, sentries down. They see Life Stealer underneath the Observer wards. Hold them in position. Reaper sight them down. 51 seconds of death.
Or the game hero kind of deal with like the dispel, but we also see the save. Because it doesn't matter if you have this like rage or whatever, if you're just getting lassoed into instant death. And you need that swap or something.
Oh, I love 8 DK. I cannot believe the level disparity in favor of VP.
And it's one thing to GG out at 17 minutes on game 1 when it goes so poorly, but they might think about trying to this one a little bit harder, you know.
Soulbind in 5, but look at that movement speed. They're hasted together. And now Lifesteal is just standing his ground. He's not even moving. Like, now he's waving his hand. It's like, come at me. I don't think you want to come at him. Goodbye to the DK. Lifesteal's caught on the wrong side of the tracks. The Centaur stunning from over in the tree line. At least Zyke has finally been brought down as Resolution try battle against everyone else. Okay, they're going to give up battle against the Lifestealer, who was trying to do the whole smoke and mirrors effect. Now you'll finally break free. Looking for the kill over on Resolution. Has high movement speed with the open winds. Resolution needs to blink. In fact, he stands his ground. Connects on the lasso. James wants to help out. Can he actually do anything? A flame break pushing back Smiling Knight. So finally he will burn down. And GG, 17 minutes. Back-to-back 17s. Oh, VP feeling good. Empire. Ugh, rough. Rough.
Yeah, there's not